Hello again, everyone. Scott Simon of Simon Says Stories with you. Thank you for joining us again for another episode, and we thank you for listening. We've surpassed 3,400 listeners in 6 months, and we're going to be making some changes coming up on the website I think you'll like, and we'll also add some features as well. Well, my topic this time around is going to be the State of the Union speech by Donald Trump on Tuesday night. It was delayed due to the government shutdown, but now it's rescheduled, and we'll hear it Tuesday. And should we be paying attention? Probably not. Now, I have two arguments about the State of the Union address. One, let's get this out of the way. I voted for Donald Trump, and I am a supporter. However, I'm probably not going to listen to the State of the Union address, and the reason why is we pretty much know what he's going to say. Now, we're 19 years into the 21st century, so let's go back in a time when there was no cable television, only 3 major networks. People paid attention to the State of the Union and made it a big event. There was a lot of focus and not a lot of talk beforehand about what the president would say, but now it seems like we know what every newsmaker is going to say in advance. And then, of course, afterward, it's just handicapping what they said, either in support or against. So now, let's propose 2 things about the State of the Union in the 21st century as opposed to years ago. 1, it's always held on a Tuesday night, and Americans now work day, night, and overnight, and many people can't watch it live. Sure, they can watch a replay, or they can read a transcript later, but it doesn't have the same effect. So here are my 2 solutions. 1, let's move the State of the Union address to Sunday night, like the Super Bowl. I'm recording this just after the Super Bowl between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. Sunday night is the night when television viewership is the highest. So if we're going to make the State of the Union have impact with more people and possibly draw more viewers, let's do it on the best night of the week, Sunday night, instead of on Tuesday night. And let's pick a better time. The State of the Union address begins at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time. And that's just a little bit late for a lot of Americans who have to get up early the next morning and go to work. Have it a little earlier, especially for the folks on the East Coast. Maybe say start it at 7 o'clock in the evening on Pacific Time. So that's my first suggestion. Move it to Sunday night. We have major events on Sunday night. Super Bowl, Oscars, Emmys, you name it. They're held on Sunday night. There's a reason why. More people stay home, more people watch television. However, I also have the argument that maybe we should just cancel the State of the Union altogether. And the reason why is how I started out this broadcast. Is that with so many channels out there now, and so many people talking about it, and so much advanced text about the speech given to reporters before the speech is even held, why bother? It seems like Americans in the know, or who want to be in the know, pretty much already know what he's going to say before he says it. And maybe someday the State of the Union will have a woman president where I'll be saying before she says it. And then there's the argument of the people that don't care about government, the State of the Union, or anything about it. Folks, they were not paying attention years ago when there were only 3 channels. And those same people that didn't care then don't care now. So on a Tuesday night, when you don't have as many viewers as maybe you did 25, 30, 40 years ago, and still the same core audience that doesn't care about government or even want to have anything to do with it, Why should we bother with the State of the Union address? Is it that important? Look, we pretty much know what President Trump's going to say. He's going to talk about the wall. And the opposition, the Democrats, are going to oppose the wall. Sure, the president will talk about other subjects, but for the most part, all we see now is standoffs. We just got through a 1-month government shutdown. What's to tell me right now that the State of the Union is going to bring the country together? Will I be watching Tuesday night? I'll get home from work and I'll have time to do so. I can't even remember if I watched last year. I did watch the State of the Union in 2017. It was President Trump's first, so I thought I'd give it a try. And remember, I did vote for President Trump. I am a supporter, but truthfully, if he didn't give a State of the Union, it wouldn't affect me whatsoever. The opposition, maybe they want him to give a speech so they'll have something tangible to oppose. So that's my opinion. What should we do? 1, should we move the State of the Union to Sunday, where more people will watch, or more people will have a chance to watch? Or should we just cancel it altogether because it really doesn't make much of a difference? That's my opinion, and I'd like to hear yours. Write your comment on the website, SimonSaysStories.com, and I'll respond in kind as well. I thank you for listening, and if you'd be so kind, make a donation. I'm going to make some improvements coming up, and I think you'll enjoy them and offer more content as we go along. So until next time, after the State of the Union address Tuesday night by President Trump, I'm Scott Simon. Simon Says Stories, coming to you from the greatest city in the world, Las Vegas, Nevada.